Indian audiences have always loved action in cinema. The cathartic feeling when the protagonist hits the antagonist, and the empathy we feel when the protagonist gets hit, in hindsight, feels palpable. A good action scene arises from a need of utmost necessity like the one in Kaidi or Basha. Although there have been multiple instances where action sequences have been added to the movie to increase the animosity of an actor entering the screen for the first time or to show how strong the character is, which has a smaller shelf life and is forgotten over the course of time due to being too much over the top and having no clear explanation of how the character imbibed such life-saving skill. On the initial days, stunt choreographers were also the stunt masters who performed the riskier stunts themselves. Even after compromising so much, the fighters were not given due credit or attention. Though uncredited even in major cinema awards, and being the unsung heroes in the industry for a long time, stunt choreographers have been evolving with their modern methodologies and innovative techniques being used in contemporary cinema. They have generated a cult following for themselves where the audience seems to have acknowledging and appreciating their body of work. Even after not adhering to the theme or the genre of the film and being routine, the recent action sequences are well choreographed and are at par with international standards. In this video, we are going to have a look at some action sequences that adhere to the theme of the film and the situations the protagonist is caught in, or as an extension of the protagonist's personality or weaknesses, without providing any exaggeration or inducing adrenaline. Matran had the well-choreographed action block that takes place in a funfair with the conjoined twins was both painstaking and innovative. The highly conglomerative work of the stunt director and the VFX artists brings cinematic delight to the audience. The protagonists were born conjoined twins, and the action scene, which takes the theme and builds an innovative sequence, makes an engaging watch. This science fiction is based on the time loop concept where the protagonist gets a second chance every time he is killed. There is this one action sequence where the protagonist doesn't know how to fight, uses the time loop concept, gets revived every time he is killed, and improves the next time. An innovative fight choreographed by Stunt Silva, which also has a one-take action block. The climax fight is where the short-term memory loss patient goes on a killing spree to seek revenge for his murdered love interest. The protagonist for a moment forgets his purpose of beating so many people and his existence in that place. That's when the antagonist convinces him to be someone he trusts, until stabbing him with a knife and threatens to kill his associate, which brings back memory of his actions. The action sequence does not encash on the narrative and emotions that is built until that point, but also puts effort into fulfilling the character arc and take advantage of the disability to build more tension. A novel attempt and an often underrated creative decision. The wacky dark comedy film has this brilliantly choreographed action sequence in a metro train. Taking full advantage of what we call cinematic liberty, stunt masters and Bhairav and director Nelson Dilip Kumar set a funny, quirky, innovative, and impressive action set piece in a metro. A protagonist, who doesn't know how to fight, with a bunch of misfits, fights with the twin kidnappers. Though unbelievable, the use of night vision glasses, the imbalance in the number of people, and the world the director builds sell the idea. Another example of an action sequence aligning with the theme of the movie. A fly seeking revenge. As absurd as this plot may sound, the climax fight where the fly actually completes his revenge and sacrifices his life in the process, makes us believe in the magic of cinema and serves as an example of the conviction a director should possess. Sticking to the theme of the movie, the climax fight of the fly versus the human is set considering how the size difference can be taken into play and build an interesting narrative. The exceptional work by Sudeep, who had to fight against a small creature, made the scene more convincing. That is it for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching.